Okay, so this video is about how to choose keywords. This is a big problem for a lot of students. It's really based on the previous video where we looked at how a student went through a reading that he had never seen before. And as you can see, if you haven't watched this video, then go and watch it, please. The student wasted a lot of time highlighting and choosing keywords, and then also chose the wrong ones. As you can see here, this is 6:46. It was something like 7 minutes where the student spent on all of these detailed keywords and wasted a lot of time on that. Now, this is one area where you can improve quite quickly. This is exam technique, and that's why I want you to really focus on this and really practice this. Vocabulary takes a long time to improve. Grammar takes a long time to improve. Pronunciation, whatever, these other skills take a long time to improve. But exam technique you can improve quickly, 1 week. And that can move your band score up by 1 band, really, if your exam technique is good. Firstly, I just want to say, a lot of you are just doing like one long scan at the beginning of the time. So, for example, you'll open up this. Oh, by the way, I'm using Cambridge. I think it's Cambridge 13 that I'm using for this video, all the Cambridge 13 ones. So the students will take a quick look at this, but then they will go down here and they will start really reading and circling and underlining and writing things over here. And I want you to start practicing what I'm calling the first scan. You do a quick first scan so you can create a map of where everything is. Then there's a second scan, and then there's later scans. You flip back between the text and the questions. You don't just do it all in one long first scan. The first scan is really quick. So the point of the first scan is to get something like this. This is Flying Tortoises, maybe Cambridge 12. You quickly go and find the things that can really catch your eye. And then you make a kind of a map. This over here would have taken an experienced student 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes, just to get a general overview of where everything is and where everything is in between. Remember, this is all in order. So if you can find 2 things, you can find that those 2 are in between those 2 somewhere over there. So we're going to be looking at the first scan in this video, and this is what I want you to practice for this video, is your first scan, and I want you to practice doing it quickly, like 1 or 2 minutes. All right, now the most obvious one, and the one that you all know, is capital letters. Definitely numbers and things with punctuation. For example, italics. Italics is this over here. Italics is when it's leaning forward. And inverted commas, let me put some inverted commas in over there. Those are inverted commas. So that kind of thing is what you're going to go and look at first, and that really catches the eye, and you can find those quite quickly. So let's go and take a look at this New Zealand one. You can read this, look, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Now you're here. Okay, now you're looking for quickly, this, don't scan like this. Scan like this. There, what did you see? Pause the video. What did you see? What jumps out at you? Capital letters. That and that. Those are the 2 things that you should have seen on this first scan. Now, you need to go and find these. This is actually very nice because they're at the end of this. So it will show you where these questions end, and then you can scan backwards. And I'll talk about scanning backwards soon as well. Travel planner, your words. Now you're not going to start scanning over here because there's still true, false, not given. You're going to go somewhere in the middle. I would go somewhere here or somewhere here. And bang, right there. Travel planner, even over there, and your words. Now that can take you less than 1 minute. And now you've got a very good idea of where everything comes, where this ends and where the things are that come before it. So that was your first scan, 1 or 2 minutes, just to give you an overview. Now we're going to go and look for these and these. And this is actually the main point of this this video. All of you know this, but you need to get practice identifying clear words that are the right keywords. So this is what we're talking about in this video. So I've been thinking about how to explain this to you, and it's actually quite difficult. You need to definitely develop it with practice. But we're looking for specific words, not general words. Usually, especially in these first, now we're kind of on the first scan, second scan maybe, we are looking for nouns. Please don't think that I'm saying you must not look at the adjectives or you must not look at the verbs. They are very useful, but look at those in the later scans. Try and find clear nouns first. Easy nouns. Don't have to be complicated nouns. Clear nouns. Nouns that are not common. Let's put uncommon nouns. Nouns that you are only going to use when you're talking about a specific thing. So let's see if we can find any of those. Database is quite good. Actually, maybe pause the video and see if you can see which nouns will you choose. Database is quite good. One thing I must point out is don't scan for things that are the topic of the reading, especially things that are in the title. You're not going to scan for tourism. You're not going to scan for New Zealand. You're not going to scan for website because that's going to be everywhere. Don't scan for those. So you're not going to scan for that. Easy for tour-related businesses. Businesses maybe, but that's not specific enough. It's quite a general noun. Information might be good, but again, they can paraphrase that. Countrywide is maybe quite good. It's an adjective. And so I don't really see anything there. Any really nice, clear noun. Interview though. I like interview. So I think I would try and find interview. You can't really paraphrase interview. And it's quite unusual to be talking about an interview. They're only going to do it in a specific situation. This here is used as an adjective, but it's quite nice. Interactive tour is maybe interesting. And then I can't see anything else great. So let's see if we can find out maybe interactive tour. Anything here? Not really. So this stuff is going to be on your later scans. Let's just try and scan backwards and go and find these. So we're over here with those last two. Now you want to find interview and interactive tour. And there it is over there. And there was interactive journey, which is close enough. So now at this stage, what I would probably do is I would try and do all of these. You can come back to these later. This one is it's a little bit more difficult because they're on such clear keywords. So try and do these two. You know that number 5 is in between those two, so you can definitely try number 5. And then you would go back, and then you would start scanning for these less clear words. Businesses, information, countrywide evaluation, businesses, maybe impact, and try and find those. And it's a little bit more difficult to find those because they can paraphrase those a lot. That's how I would do it, but you can get to this point where you're finding these answers in like 2 or 3 minutes. It's your first scan, it's the words that jump out at you, and it's clear, unusual, specific nouns. One more thing I want to say in this. Over here, there's actually a very nice scanning word, a link. And there's another nice one, a map. These are clear things. They're nouns that you understand. You're not going to use them in many different situations. You're talking about a map when you're talking about a map. So those are 2 good examples of nice, strong keywords. What I wanted to show you here is the advantages of scanning backwards. Because as it turns out, that is actually there's a distractor here. There is link over there. But the your words comes later. The answer for this is over there. So this is actually a distractor. If you're looking for link, maybe you're going to be looking in this sentence over here or somewhere before around there. So they've deliberately tried to distract you. They've put the keyword, they've taken a keyword from somewhere before. But if you start with this one and you scan backwards, you will find this, and then you won't run into the distractor. They're thinking that you're going to be scanning forwards. So scanning backwards, that sentence, then that sentence, then that sentence, and then go up here. It's a good idea. Scan forwards and scan backwards. Alright, great. Let's move on. Let's try another one. So this is the next one from, I think it's Cambridge 13 test 2. So, open your papers. Synonym to Europe. Fine. Let's see what we've got. Quickly. Early history of synonym. Synonym. What can I see? Biblical, maybe. Ancient Rome. Middle Ages. These are great. They've got capital letters. I would try all of them. Anything else? Mediterranean is over there. Europe is over there. Anything else? Okay, quickly. Let's try and find Ancient Rome, Middle Ages, Mediterranean, and Europe. And start scanning over there. I can see quite quickly Middle Ages is over there. Where's Ancient Rome? Ancient Rome is over there. But these are going to be toward the end, Mediterranean and Europe. There's Europeans, okay, but it's too close to that. I wouldn't go there. Oh, more Middle Ages. Interesting. Europe again. Where's Mediterranean? Great, there's Mediterranean. European is over there. Europe is over there after Mediterranean. Wonderful. So that took like 1 or 2 minutes. And now you know a lot already about this. You know where these are. You know where the whole thing ends. You know where these are, which paragraphs. Okay, so that's your first scan. And now the second scan, you're going to try and find. You could even try and do a few of these if you want. At any point, if you feel confident, you know where the sentence is, try and do them. But let's try and look at the second point that I'm trying to make here. These specific ideas, the things, the nouns. So maybe traders. Traders are people who trade. Arrived, no. Mediterranean definitely is part of that. Merchants. Merchants and traders are the same thing. Grown, it's a verb, maybe later. Treatment, I like this. Health problems. Indication, no. Food is quite good. Especially meat. This is a nice word because now we're talking about specific things. Definitely meat. Sweet smell. It's not common to talk about a sweet smell. People, no. Added, no. Used, no. Nothing like that. So let's go then and try and find these. I would start at the beginning. We know where ancient Rome is. Let's look for sweet smell. Let's look for food, especially meat. Ancient Rome. Sweet smell, right there. A pleasant scent. Food. There's food. There's food again. Especially meat. Particularly meat. Great. That's very nice. So now we know exactly where we are. And then I would actually start. I would try and do a few of these. And you also know that 1 and 2 are before sweet smell, before ancient Rome. So you know that 1 and 2 are somewhere over here. You can even start trying to do those. And that's your first scan really done. Health problems, merchants, traders. You can do it, but you can do it now, but I would do it a little bit later. There's health benefits. And was thought to cure various ailments. I don't know if you know what ailments is. Ailments is health problems, but you know that they're talking about health in this sentence. Traders and merchants. So now I would try and finish this paragraph, do those, and then you're going to come here and you're going to look for merchants and traders. There's trade. So probably that one, trade. So those ones will be over there. And that's your scanning done. Okay? Quickly. That's the key thing. And now, once you've done this, you've got your map. Now you can really start focusing in on less common words or the more general words and figuring out what the answer is. This scan, 3 minutes. You can practice doing it in 3 minutes. And that's the key of this whole video, is about time. Speed. Okay, let's do one more. So this is also Cambridge 12, test 3, I think. Coconut palm, you know what a coconut is? Great. What have we got? coconut palm. These might be interesting, but immediately I see numbers. That's nice, that's what I want to see. 6 meters. I see, what else do I see? Nothing. Okay, so no numbers, no italics, no capital letters, so this is a little bit more difficult. But let's quickly go and find 30 meters and 6 meters. Scan, 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 and bang, there's 30 meters. And you want to try and find 6 meters. Don't panic if you can't find it. It's possible that you can't find it, because they can do a trick. Like in this one, they've actually done a little trick and they've done that. That's not very nice of them to do. But just remember, keep it in the back of your mind. You're looking for speed here. If you can't find it, skip it, come back, find something else. Okay, but at least we've got an idea. We're starting over here. Now we want to go back and find some clear nouns. And actually these are very nice and clear. This is the different parts of the coconut tree. The trunk is the main part, the leaves, the flowers, and the fruits. You know these words. Maybe we should go and try and find those. I'm definitely going to try and find leaves, flowers, and fruits. These are clear nouns. You know what they are. They can't be anything else. A flower is a flower. And we want to try and find some others of these. This is quite good. Sap. It's quite nice, but maybe you don't know what sap is. Don't worry. But it's an unusual word. That might be interesting. That's a very unusual word. Shell might be interesting. A source of a drink, no. Plants, maybe. Oil is good. Oil and milk, I think I would like. Simple, clear nouns that you can recognize. And then this, glycerin. This is a scientific word. Nobody knows what glycerin is. I don't know what glycerin is. Native speakers don't know what glycerin is. But we know that it's a very unusual word. You cannot paraphrase glycerin. It's like saying oxygen. You can't paraphrase oxygen. It's a scientific word. Oxygen is oxygen. Alright, let's go. So I would try and find some of these, but I think I would start leaves, flowers, fruits. It's a nice idea if you want to try and find these ones, because then you can work backwards. Oil and milk, glycerin. Somewhere in the middle is going to be oil and milk, glycerin. Maybe a good idea to start over here, because if you do, you can see right over there, there's nitroglycerin. But anyway, let's try and find leaves, flowers, fruits. A good idea with this stage is just the first sentence. It often, not always, it often gives you a clue. It gives you important information. So there, for example, is fruits. Shell, I remember shell. Shell over there. Let's try and find oil and milk and glycerin. It'll be after shell. And there you go over there. Nice, clear, easy nouns. Oil and milk. And then there is glycerin. Great. That gives you a lot of help. And from then on you can find the others. So this video is not really about answering the questions. It's just about which words would you choose. Great. Let's do one more. Okay, I'm not going to tell you. Maybe you should just pause the video. Just notice this one is a little bit different. I don't have the multiple choice in here. Oh, the true false not given in here. This is questions 9 to 13. It's in the second half. So pause the video, see what you would scan for. Okay, obviously, bang, and not that. It's in italics, yes, but there it is over there. Do not scan for Katisak. It's everywhere. Maybe that one. Because it's italics, and then definitely that, and then definitely that. So that's your first scan. Go and find all of those. 1880. And I wouldn't, of course, you're not going to start at the beginning because it's question 9. Very quickly, 1880 over there. Ferreira, 1923, 1954. Ferreira's there. 1922. 1954 is over there. So 1923 is somewhere in here. Great. Then we're going to maybe get some clear nouns. Cargo, yes, cargo is the stuff that a ship carries. Captain, maybe. I didn't see Falmouth. You can do that in your first scan, Falmouth. Damage, maybe. between there's nothing there, and damage again. So damage, you must be careful of. It's going to be twice. So I would and damage, you can paraphrase a lot. So I wouldn't actually look for damage. Oh, there's another name. So your first scan would really help you a lot. Then you can go and find these smaller ones. Have we got time for one more? Yes, I think so. So this is Cambridge 12, history of glass. Let's see what we've got. Take a look. What do you see? What will you scan for? What's your first scan? Pause the video. Let me make it a bit smaller. Alright, pause the video. What is your first scan? Of course, that. Yes, that. Yes. 10th century. You don't really need to find this one because there's no answer there, so maybe skip to 7th century. 17th century. There's another name over there. Find that. Mid-19th century. Be careful of Britain. They can often paraphrase it into other things. But maybe Britain. So, find those first. Then, let's look for the clear, easy nouns. Material, maybe. Early humans, maybe. But I like sharp points. Made of stone. Definitely stone. Coating, man-made glass. Nothing about glass. Color, yeah, interesting. Material, you see, material is not very specific. Venetians, you can find it just to find where it is. Process, avoid, occurrence, blown glass. Changes to laws. So, that was quite difficult. Only those are what I would scan for. That's how you make your map. But the main point that I'm trying to get across is that you're going to do this in 3 minutes, find all of these. After 3 minutes then you have a really good idea where everything is. And that will save you a lot of time. Okay, I hope that helps. If you've got more questions, please put them in the comments. Go through all of your reading ones and really practice these. The only way to get better at this is to practice, and you will develop a feeling for what is a good scanning word and what is not a good scanning word. One thing that you really need to be able to do is don't be afraid. In this first scan, you don't have to look at every single thing. You can look at it later. In the first scan, just be brave and choose a word. You don't have to look at every single word in the first scan. Alright, so practice, and good luck with that. Thank you very much.